economist Professor Peter Korte is urging more investments in large-scale commercial farming to boost the agric sector. The agric sector led the first quarter growth rate of the country's economy, expanding by 5.6%. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Korte, who is also the director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, said he is not surprised about the economic expansion of the agric sector, though the sector could have done better.
I'm not too surprised. It could have been better. It could have been better if we had inputs, we had fertilizers and other things. But I'm not too surprised because the effects of this Russian-Ukraine war started in 2022. I think people invest in agriculture prior to this war. So some of the output we are reaping in the first quarter of 2022 as a result of investment made earlier. But I must say that if it had not been this war, as well as COVID and other things that had affected cost of input, agric would have grown much faster than we are witnessing now.
And I guess what beats people is that we are not seeing that level of impact trickle to, let's say, the farmers and also translate in, for instance, the availability of food, because you've complained recently of shortages and of hikes in prices.
Yes, that is understandable because if you look at Ghana is not insulated. We don't live on an island. Look at the Sahel region. They have had, since last year, have had challenges with their weather, with the agricultural systems. Apart from Burkina Faso, most of the countries surrounding us, especially those in the Sahel region. So a lot of food gets moved out of Ghana to those regions. If you go to the north and undertake a survey, you will find that a lot of the food we produce here gets exported to this country. So in as much as we are producing, the demand outstrip however much we are supplying. That's why we don't feel it here. They are prepared to pay higher prices. People are, even despite the ban on exportation of some food crops, people still smuggle them outside the country. So that's how come we are not feeling the impact of how much we are producing in terms of lower food prices. There is a lot of demand from our neighbors.
And does it also go to say that government's programs are working? For instance, the Planting for Food and Jobs program, the Agric Minister says he will score himself 100% for execution. We know that there are other people who have criticized the program and said it hasn't been that effective. What does it say about government's interventions in the sector?
Well, I think the interventions have been good, except to say that there is room for improvement. We have to support the value chain process. If you provide fertilizers, you provide inputs, yet your warehouse system is not ready at the time, if you provide all of that and your roads are not good, you have not achieved the 100%. So I think it could have been better.